Hi, my name is Valeska Jacques, co-founder of Rivvid Video Trivia Games. Today I have Dr. Anita Jackson with me as I listened in recently on one of her teleconferences and wanted to bring her in so that you all can hear what she has to share about if you are giving too much and what can happen when doing so.
Thank you, Valeska. I'm so honored to be here and to talk to you about this subject. Yes. Let me kind of give you a little bit of an introduction of who I am. As a marriage and family therapist and an organizational psychologist, I have had the honor of working with thousands of individuals, and mostly of them women. And what I've noticed is that we as women are natural givers. We all know that. And unfortunately, we can give so much that we don't allow ourselves to receive. And I have come to realize, even in my own personal life, that when we are giving to the point of excess, we're not allowing ourselves to receive, which blocks the flow of abundance coming into our life. And so that's why I actually did that particular training, is because I actually can tell you the past 4 weeks that has been a subject matter that's really come up in my own personal life, because I've recognized that being a perfectionist, obviously going to school as long as I have, being a Christian, you're hearing all of these thoughts about constantly giving and receiving.
Exactly. One of our shows with Luli B and Stella, something that always resonated with me is that Luli always says, and we talked about this in the show, accepting help.
Yes.
When people want to help you, accept it. And she always says it, accept it with grace.
Yes.
And I'm always like, why grace?
Yes.
You know? And I kept meaning to ask her, and I never had the chance, but now it's making sense, because now what you're saying is that you're opening up the energy of by accepting it.
Yes.
Then now you're going to accept the flow of abundance that comes to you.
And you're acknowledging that you're human. Think about it this way. When you're constantly giving and you're not in a place or in a position to allow yourself to be open to receive, you're actually sending a message that you're not deserving. You're sending a message to God and the universe that you think you don't deserve to receive something. So that blocks the flow of abundance. For example, let me just start with the physical side. When you're giving more than allowing yourself to receive, one of the fastest ways that you can tell that you're blocking the flow of energy or abundance coming in your life is you're tired all the time. You have headaches. You're dealing with all of a sudden I just went blank on all the physical
I have to say,
signs.
no, it makes sense, because I remembered when I first started my business, it was just this feeling of just giving all this energy to get something done, you know, making sure I'm meeting through with my project deadlines, etc. And on Saturday, I was just completely winded. Yes, like I just couldn't move. I was just sit there and had to be in front of a TV because I just couldn't function.
That's right.
And I remember, yes, being tired all the time. And then obviously through experience you learn how much to give so that you save some for you.
That's right.
So
hopefully
just experience, and it's amazing. Like I remember, yes, I used to experience a lot of headaches, but again it goes back to taking care of you. With the balance of massages and just having some downtime, it definitely balanced it out to where now that doesn't happen to me anymore. But you're bringing up very good points.
Well, let's think of it this way. Here are some ways. Here are some ways that you can tell that your receiving muscles not activated or engaged.
Okay.
So one, we as women struggle with taking compliments. So I know you've noticed this, that when someone says, hey, you look good in your outfit, what's usually the first thing a woman will say?
Yeah, I'm like, it's just the outfit.
Oh, it's
I didn't really lose weight.
Exactly. Or, oh no, this old thing, I've had it for years. We have a hard time taking compliments. So that's one of the ways you can tell that you're not in the position of actually receiving.
Right.
Another way is if you are giving to the point that you're the last person on the list. You're giving in excess, and you never even allow yourself to take time to, like you were saying, get a massage, get your nails done, spend time with your girlfriends, whatever. Another way that you can tell that your receiving muscles not activated or engaged is if you are dealing with anxiety or depression or low self-esteem.
Okay.
All of those issues tell you something inside you is blocking, is holding you back from allowing yourself to, and you're feeling sad about it. Now you're having a psychological challenge with it. If you're dealing with money issues, if you have a hard time sharing your thoughts or your feelings because you don't want to bother everyone. That's the one I heard the most as a therapist. Well, I don't want to bother anybody because they've got their own life, they've got their own challenges, so I don't want to share.
Not to create an expectation. Because I expected him to throw out the trash, then I would get disappointed, then I would get frustrated, and then we get into this spiral effect.
That's right.
So when I have that aha moment, or, you know, sometimes my family, you know, if I have a family member coming over or whoever it is helping me with the kids, not to have the expectation of certain things being in place. Just let it be.
Expectation takes you away from being in the moment.
Right, exactly. And so that was like my personal aha moment. But then at the same time, I guess like I'm struggling because we're talking about giving. So it's almost like I feel, I guess I was giving a lot because I was making sure just doing what I can in the best way that I can.
Well, I think if you can say, okay, I'm giving in excess to the point that I'm not allowing myself to take time for myself. I'm not allowing myself to eat right. I'm not eating healthy. I'm not enjoying life. I'm becoming more critical and more judgmental. If all of those signs are showing up, those are clues that you are over giving and you need to stop, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to, you know, allow yourself to receive. So one of the things I'm saying right now
to women, stop yourself on certain points where you're like, okay, I know I just
need to stop. I just need to take a break. I need to go watch TV. I need to go get my nails done, get a massage. I need to break away from this flow of giving because I can feel myself being drained and I'm tired and I'm overwhelmed. Those are all signs. So I say if you really want to start activating your receiving muscles so that abundance can start coming in, start there. Being able to say thank you. And I usually tell people, put your hand over your heart, put your hand over your heart, close your eyes, take a deep breath when someone gives you a compliment, let them say exactly what they need to say, look them in the eyes, soul to soul, and say, thank you. I take that in. And then imagine those words going into your heart as if it was a sponge and really having your heart soak in those words. And you will feel energetically, you will feel physically a shift in your body that allows you to feel full and confident and more grounded. And the more you practice that, the more you'll actually start to open up that flow of abundance.
I love this outfit.
Thank you. I take that again. I look good in it too, though. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that is something that I'm learning to allow myself to do because, like I said earlier, having gone to school pretty much most of my life, having been in a position of serving, obviously serving as a therapist, as a minister, as a psychologist, and I love it, just like you, love giving to other people. But I recognize I can't give at my best if I'm not taking care of me.
Right.
And that old saying, you know, if you're married in a relationship, if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. That has to do with her not receiving. I am a firm believer. That's right. That's right. So how can she be happy if she's not taking care of herself and allowing herself to receive?
Got it. Oh, I definitely think we touched on a lot of points there as far as abundance and how you're opening up. And, you know, one question I do have, why the word receiving muscles? It's interesting.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, it's like your muscles. It's like it's down to the...
It's so funny you should ask that because I actually didn't process it that way. It's just when I was thinking and praying about it and meditating on it and acknowledging it in the women, that's the word that came up inside my spirit.
Oh, so that's your word.
That's my spirit that came up that said your receiving muscle. When I was being challenged and being told I'm not receiving, that's how it came up. Your receiving muscle is not engaged, or it's not activated, and it's not engaged. Yeah. And I'm like, huh. So you're right. It's like something that we have to work on a regular basis to get it strong.